Hi guys, this is Stalia. Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to all of you. Today it is Monday, December 31st. It is 9 o'clock p.m. and I'm just gonna do a small year 2018 year in review. It's not gonna be long because all I have been cross stitching for 4 months. So I started at the end of the middle of August. So but I didn't do much then. So let's start with so like I said, I started in August, but I only work one project in August, and by that time I didn't record the stitches. I started recording them in September, so I don't have no count for August. But in September I did 771 stitches. In October I did 1,444 stitches. In November I did 1,030 stitches. And in December, up to yesterday, not counting today's stitches, which I don't think I will do much, maybe 20, 25 in each of the projects. I'm not going to spend too much time in it. So, so far in December, I have 2,669 stitches. So that end up the year, without counting today's stitches, which is not going to be much, I end the year with 5,914 stitches, which is not bad for 4 months of stitching, and I don't stitch every day. So maybe I would change that in 2019. But again, I don't push myself to it. You know, this is a hobby. There's no race. And, you know, if I don't feel to stitch that day, I will not stitch. So then I had 3 finishes on 2018. My first finish was in, should have had that up. It was in November, and I finished it on November 9. It was the Witch's Shoes. So I finished that. I have the stuff to fully finish it, but I will for next year. And then my second finish was November chart. This was a Lissy Kate. This was a pattern that I got from the internet, and it was just in 14 count 8 out that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I did change the pattern call for the boot to be black, but I didn't want it to be black, so I changed the color to purple. And I didn't remember. I didn't write down what I did for that, what color I used. And then in November, I did this Lissy Kate. Again, I have it to fully finish it, but I'll do it for next month. I finished this one in November 22nd, and it has the buttons and everything. I did change this color because the color that it called for, hold on, let me look for that. I should have had that. The color that it called, I didn't write it down. It was a color that it was blending with the fabric, so you couldn't hardly see it. So I changed it to 3771. So that is that. So those are my only 2 finishes, and the last finish was the one that I did for my daughter, which I don't have it with me right now, but I showed it on the first day of 12 days of Stitchmas. So it's that was my 3rd finish, and that one I started it on 12/12 and I finished it on 12/23, and yeah, it took me 4 days and 14 hours and 48 minutes to finish it. And it was a kit from Design Works, so everything that I used was from the kit. So those are my only finishes, which is not bad. Excuse me. It's not bad for starting in August. So let me share with you guys my whips. I'm gonna share with you guys the whips that I have before I started 12 days of Stitchmas. I'm not going to show you guys those because I've been showing those every day, so I'm not going to share those. I'm just going to share the ones that I started with. So this is how I keep, I'm going to share with you guys, this is how I keep my whips and this little card, and then I have them by, you know, in order, so as I start them. That's why I use those little labels that I use. So my first whip is a kit from Dimension, and it's the first one I started. I should have finished this long time ago, but I have put it in a drawer and I forgot about it. And when I organized my card that I was pulling this stuff out, I found it. But it's gonna get finished in 2019. It's this laundry kit. It's a Laundry Today or Naked Tomorrow by Dimension. And the reason I put it in a drawer is because I have run out of, because I made so many mistakes. This is the first thing I bought when I said I want to try cross stitching. So I went to Walmart and bought, I think, 2 kits. And this is the first one that I started. But then this was in this came in a 14 count. And for me that time, you know, first time doing it, I was having problem seeing it, so I went back to Walmart and got myself some 11 count Aida, and went to the Dollar Tree and got me some readers, you know, high numbers so I could see them, and that's how and then I did this one. So it's not almost, it's halfway done. If you look at it, I'm still working in the basket. So I have run out of this because I made so many mistakes. I started in the 14 and I couldn't see it. So I ran out, and like this was not Dimension colors. I mean, this was not DMC colors. It was Dimension. So I couldn't match it until one day I said, well, let me take the thing and match the thread with DMC, and that's what I did. So I have the rest to finish it. So it's gonna be finished. And I started this on 8/15. That's when I started cross stitching, August 15. And this is the only thing I did. So I started it and then I put it away, and then so after that, excuse me, my getting messages from Facebook, and so so I was working on that, and I got the hang of it and all that, and I was like, I need something more challenging, you know, more that push me more, because, you know, those kids are easy to do. Once you get the hang of it, it's easy. So I went to Etsy and bought myself some patterns, more elaborated, more complicated. So I bought myself my first full coverage. And it was this girl, it's Serene, and she is from Iris in Love Design in Etsy. This is 150 wide by 191. It's a beautiful picture. I still like it. I still love it. But I had so much trouble with her at the beginning that, you know, my first full coverage, and, you know, from a first timer, I jump into something this big. So I started it in the 11 count, right? So I think like 500 stitches, but it was the 310, and I still could see the fabric. So I wasn't too happy about that. So I put the stuff in and Cross Stitch Limited and all that. So people told me try 4-string, you know, 2-string double. And so I did that, and I like the coverage better. Then I had this humongous fabric, so I decided, you know, I watched some videos of how to grid and all that. So I went to Yuan, got myself that washable pen, and decided to grid. So I grid, and when I finished gridding, I had all this fabric left. I said, something is wrong. So I miscounted, right? So I did it again. I weather the fabric, the thing disappear, do it again. This time I count 3 times before I mark I did it right. I still have a lot of leftover fabric. So I cut it before realizing that I had miscounted. So I said, oh my God, all this fabric is waste, so I just cut it. Then, looking at the pattern, I started stitching, looking at the pattern, I realized something is not matching here with the grid and the pattern. I count again. I had miscounted by, I think, 2. So I said, okay, fine, let's delete all this mark again, spray again, let it dry, boom. So when I did it this time right, I cut it too. It's like, it's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to frame this when I finish it. If I cannot frame it, I will do a pillow with it or something, because for a pillow, you just attach, you know, because over here is short. You see over here, all I have is 1 inch. Over here, I have, I think, 2 inches. So, yeah. So this is where I'm at so far. So I got mad at her. Well, not at her. I just got mad and I put it in timeout. So she hasn't been touched since I think the last time I worked on her is let me see. I don't know. I think last time I worked on her was in September or something like that. I haven't touched her since then. So, but she's coming out back. She's gonna go on rotation starting tomorrow. So she's coming out, and I will finish her. And again, you see, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to frame her, but I will invent something with her because she's gonna be finished. And she's done an 11 count Aida. I grid it myself, and I'm using DMC colors. And I started her on September 17, and I think the last time I worked on her was like at the end of September. And then I put it away. So that is my second whip. My third whip is, and I'm using some of my fabric. I still have not finished those. Hopefully tomorrow I will sit down and sew them, because I want to use them with my Christmas whips. So that is one that I did. So my third whip is a Imaginating pattern. Santa's hang up. I got this pattern when I discovered that needlework shop in Connecticut. I haven't been there again, but yeah, I bought that there, and I started this one on 9/30, and I'm using a 14 count Aida opalescent, I think it's called, and the oatmeal color. And I did some changes on this one. I did change the color of his coat because I'm not a classic Christmas color person. I'll never use red and green in my Christmas decoration. So I always go with the pink and those colors. So I changed his coat to be pink and turquoise. So it's going to be a pink Santa. And I changed the 321 red. The 321, I changed it for the 603. For the 603 and the 814, I changed it to a 602. So those are the colors that I converting the. I have not used the blue one yet, so I haven't put it down. But this is where I am at right now. That's all I did for him. The last time I worked on this was in November. I think the first week of November, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. No, I did it. Well, anyway, I think I only worked 1 day on it. So I started it on 9/30, and I haven't touched it since then. So it will, all these whips will go in rotation starting tomorrow, because I mean, I could stitch any season, or I could stitch Christmas, Halloween, anything, anytime, so it doesn't bother me. So hopefully it will get finished for this Christmas coming up in 2019. So that is my whip number 3. And she is, I said, an 8 out of 14 count upper lesson. My whip number 4 is, it is a country cottage needlework. This is another pattern that I bought in that when I went to that needlework shop, and it's the wonderful time of the year. So again, I started this one on 10/2, and I had to find where I was writing the stitches, because I gotta transfer that to my digital planner, but I used to do it like a little loose papers when I started, so I don't have that, but I'll fix that. And this is in 14 count Aida oatmeal by Hobby Lobby, and this is where I'm at. Again, I only work one day on this one, I think like 3 hours, so I was able to get that far. I haven't been touching done. So that is that. So that is my whip number 4. My whip number 5, it is in one of my Vana tutorial. This is when I started using, when I started making the bags, I used her tutorial first, and then the other bags that I have is by patterns that I buy from Joann. So this one, it is the Halloween Fairy by Nora Colbert, which I got this pattern as a PDF download in Hirschner.com. So that is that one. I started her on 10/4, 10/14. She is in a white 14 count Aida. She is in a 14 count Aida white upper lesson that I got at Hobby Lobby. And on this one, I work, I think, one day. Yeah, all these whips I worked one day. And this is how far I am. But she looks fine in this white upper lesson fabric. But I saw her in a orangey with brown marine fabric benched in us. So I'm gonna dye this one because I like the sparkle in it. So I'm gonna dye this one like I'm gonna rip that off, frock that out. I'm gonna dye the fabric orangey with that brown thing. I gotta get the orange red. I haven't get that one. So she's gonna be restart next time she comes out. So, but that's how far I am for her. And she looks fine in this, but she looked so pretty in that fabric that I wanna restart her with those colors. So that is that one. And I said this one I started it on 10/14. So that is that one. And that is my whip number 5. My whip number 6 and last whip, because then no, I got one more. And then I started with the 12 days of stitchment. So my whip number 6 is in another bag that I created. And this is how I keep the tags. See, I put the project, the name, and when I started it. So this one, I started it on 10/5. And this was just a pattern that I got from the internet. And all I have is, and this is on 11 count Aida. And this is what I have so far. And those are the needle minders that I created. So that's all I have so far. I gotta do the other boots and then the border and her skirt. And again, it was supposed to be black and orange only, but I changed the boots to be purple. The dress is gonna be black, and then the stockings are gonna be orange, and the border is gonna be orange. So hopefully this will get finished, because this is a quick stitch. I did all one boot in one day. So that's my whip number 6. And my last whip before I started 12 days of Stitchmas. So that is I started this one on 12/11. And it's this kit right here. This is a full coverage one. That kit right there. It is 175 wide by 222 high, so it's a little big. And I gritted the fabric myself, and that is where I am right now. So hopefully I can't wait to start. I like this one, so I really want to have this one done for next Christmas. So hopefully it will come out a lot, and or maybe I could put it to be one of the month's focus piece to get it done. I'll talk about that in a few. So that's all my whips. So 7 whips I had prior to starting the 12 days of Stitchmas. I have added already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whips already. So but those are the ones I just recently started. So yeah, that's what I have. I started with 7 whips. Well, and then I added 7 more. So I'm gonna end the year with counting today's 2 stars that I'm gonna do tonight, which it will be just a star. I will put a couple of stitches and call it a night, and then they'll get work, process. So I'll end up the year with 16 whips total, which is not bad. And my goal on 2019 is to increase my whips, so then I could have more choices to so far as I count that I'm gonna have through the whole year, starting January 1st starts to December 31st of 2019. I will add 80, I think it's 90 whips that I will add, 90 stars. Hopefully I finish some of them before the end, because but I tend to start big things. I don't have many small, small things doesn't cough me, or I don't know, but I need to get some small items so I could be able to see some progress and some finishing. But yeah, from January 1st to December 31st there will be 90 stars. Let's see how many I finish on those. So I'm entering the year with 16 whips. So that is that. What else can I show you? So let's talk about my 2019. I have explained already on the previous video when I set up my digital planner. I went a little bit about how I'm planning to to work on 2019, I am following Stitch Mania, all of the sales that they have from January 1st to December 31st. I print them. I explained that in that video. If you haven't seen it, it's in my channel. It's my 2019 my digital planner set up with 2019 plans. So I explain in detail every south here and how I'm gonna work. But today I just gonna share with you guys the month of January and the way I set up my rotation. I'm gonna try this way and see if it works, because every star that I make, I want to work on it more than one day, so I could see progress. Because, excuse me, right now it's the 12 days of stitching, so yeah, you're supposed to start, you know, one day and then move on. But in 2019, I'm planning to, whatever I work, it's gonna be work. Whatever I start, it's gonna be work through the whole month. It's not like I'm just gonna start it on the 1st and I'm not gonna touch it again for the rest of the month. No, it's gonna be work. So the way I have it is like tomorrow, New Year's Day, I'm gonna start my New Year star, which will be Lady on the Flag. I already have everything for it. Then I'm doing the all year round Christmas sale by Stitch Mania, and it's Christmas, so you're gonna work every month. They're gonna give you they're gonna spell Christmas and they're gonna give you a theme. I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm just gonna do one thing, and it's Christmas, because it said if you don't have something with this theme, anything that is Christmas could work. So I have planned on doing the Santa's House by Tiny Modernist sale that started in November. So I was gonna do it for my New Year Christmas sale all year round. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do the Mill Hill Christmas Village instead. So what I'm gonna do every month, I'm gonna pick one of the houses, and mine I'm gonna be combined with the Main Street houses, too, because, you know, I need the candy store, the flower shop, and stuff like that. So I combine both of them to create the village. So every month I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna start tomorrow with Anne Queen House. I already have everything, so it's gonna be start tomorrow, and that's gonna be my Christmas yearly sale. So every month I pick I'm gonna start a new house, regardless if I haven't finished the first one that I started in January. So the one from tomorrow is the Anne Queen House. So I'm gonna start that. Excuse me a minute. And then I'm also gonna do the Halloween sale by Stitch Mania. And again, they're gonna spell Halloween every month. They're gonna give you a theme, you know, with the letters from the Halloween. But I'm not gonna do it like that, except for February, that I'm just gonna do characters. They're using the Adam family to stitch. I don't like the Adam family, but I'm gonna stitch the Walking Dead characters instead. So that's the only time I'm gonna change it. But the ones that I'm doing it for all year, every month, I'm gonna work on that. Is the Tiny Modernist Halloween Haunted House, which I already have everything for it too. So it's gonna be start tomorrow. So that's 1, 2, 3 start tomorrow, besides the one that I gotta spin for the 12 days of Stitchmas. So tomorrow, the 1st, I will have 4 stars. So then on the 2nd, I'm gonna work again on Lady on the Flag. Like I said, everything I start is gonna be work. I have it that it's gonna be touch every week. It's gonna be touch, whatever I start. So on the 1st, I start Lady on the Flag, and I'm gonna work it again on the 2nd. Work it again on the 5. and on the 16th, on the 22nd, and on the 28th. So that is 5 times that I'm gonna touch Lady on the Flag. No, 6 times. That is six times that I'm gonna touch Lady on the Flag for the month of January. But Lady on the Flag is gonna be my focus piece for the first 3 months. So January, February, and March. No, for the first 2 months, sorry. The first 2 months, January and February, she's going to be my focus one. I have her down for 6 days, but I might work on it more. I don't know. I will see how, when I start, how it will. Maybe the days that I don't have it written down, I could pick it up and put maybe 20 stitches. You know, I'm going to try to work on it every day a little bit. If not, I just have it the 6th day that I have it scheduled and work on it for the 3 hours, 4 hours that I usually work and see how the progress go. So, and then in February, she's going to go again in 6 days, 6 times in that month. And then, so she's going to be my focus point January and February. Because March is going to be, I'm going to start the Gypsy Queen, and then that's going to be my focus point for 2 months. So that's how I'm planning. We'll see. So then on the 3rd, like I start the Mill Hill on the 1st. So Mill Hill house is going to be work again on the 3rd, on the 6th, on the 23rd. So I have it 1, 2, 3, should be 4 times. So I had to put it in another day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it on the another day because I only have it down on 4 times. So, but at least it gets touched 3 times, and those things are not big, so I don't think that will take long to finish. Oh, another thing, every Sunday I do it Stacking Sunday hashtag with Kansas City Girl in a Colorado something, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado War. And so because that's one of my goals for 2019 is to be more active in the groups and Facebook, because I'm on them but I don't post my progress or nothing, and I follow these things and I don't put my progress and nothing, and I want to start doing that. And then Instagram, I have an Instagram, I never go on it. And my Instagram is only crafty related because my Facebook is personal, so I don't put nothing crafty in my Facebook because that's what I have with my friends and family and all that, and I don't put it there. But my Instagram, I did it specifically for when I was doing planning and all that stuff to do it. I think I have 5 posts. That's it. But I'm gonna start posting there. Starting the new year, I'm gonna get the hang of Instagram and start being more active there with you guys, and you know, build a relationship besides YouTube with you guys and Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. I'm gonna start posting there my progresses, and my thing is in the description below. So yeah, going back to the rotation. So that's Mill Hills, and then so on. Then so the first 7 days, the first 7 days, I'm gonna rotate Lady of the Flag, Mill Hill, Haunted House, Lady of the Flag, Mill Hill, Haunted House, right? Then on the 8th and the 9th, I'm gonna spin for my whips. So all my whips, they're gonna have a chance to come out. So I will spin the 8 and the 9, and then on the 10, I had to start for my small thing, gift exchange for the March retreat. So which I'm gonna try to do Obi's Corner for the first time ever. So good luck on that. And then the 11 and the 12, we're gonna spin again. And then on the 13th is the stocking Sunday plus Dark October. So I'm gonna start any Halloween stuff, which I only got 2 Halloween whips. So I think for the first 6 months I'm gonna start new ones. So because all I have is 2 Halloween. So every 13 is Dark October, gosh. And then I'm gonna start a new Halloween piece then. And then on the 14th I spin. And then on the 15th is work that whip. Oh, I forgot to tell you, on the 5th is the food coverage sale. You either start a new food coverage or you work on your one food coverage. I have not decided yet if I'm gonna start a new one. I have a few that I could start, or I could work on the Christmas food coverage that I have and my Serene food coverage. So I haven't decided yet, but that's it. So then on the 15th is work that whip, and the way that I'm gonna work that whip is you're supposed to work any whip, you know, that you haven't worked in a while. But to give it more time to the full coverage piece of the 5th, whatever piece I work on the 5th for full coverage, that's the piece that I'm gonna work on the work that whip on the 15th. So at least the full coverage get two set days, and if it comes out when it's spin, then it gets an extra day. But at least it's worked twice on that month. So that is that. And then 16, we go back to the rotation from the stars that I did on the 1st. And then on the 19th is the year of star. So every 19 we're gonna start a new project. I have here that I'm gonna start the summer lady, the Celtic ladies from Lace and Lavender. The summer one not sure, but it's there. So for now, that's what I'm starting on the 19th. I might change it, I don't know. And then again, on the 21st, we spin, and then we go back on the rotation, Lady of the Flag, Mill Hill, Hunter House. And then on the 25th, a Christmas ornament. I explained in the other video also that I have a whole binder of all the ornaments that I print from all the digital magazines. And I have 44 ornaments that I really like, and I want to start. And I'm not going to do all 44 by the end of the year, but at least my goal is to have at least 10 done of the 12 that are supposed to start, you know, through the year. Let's see how much I will have. So I mean, the ornaments are small, so we'll see. And then Sundays, every Sunday is a stocking. I'm gonna start 3 stockings, so there's 4 Sundays on the month. So 1 will be, you know, for each person, and then 3 weeks will be each person, and then the last Sunday I will spin who get that extra day work on. And then that's it. I mean, that's how I have it planned. Hopefully I have planned to do a whole whip parade, a big whip parade with all the stars, Christmas stars and all that, maybe at the end of the month. So because I want to do it like in quarters. So have my first one in January, then have the other one after Stitch Mania, and then at the end of the year. So that's why I want to do it like that. So yeah, that's how I have my January plan. Again, that doesn't mean that that's how it's going to happen, because like I said, if it's a day that I'm not up for it, I will not work, and it's okay, because like I said, this is a hobby for me. This is not there's no race, there's no rules to say that I have to stitch every day. I'm doing it because I like it, and you know, if I'm not up to it, I will not work on it. So that's all I have so far for stitching related. Non-stitch no, so my goals for 2019. So I would put a monthly goal of, I would say 3,000 stitches. I know I could do more than that, but that's gonna be for now. Maybe I'll revise it after 6 months if I see that I could do more than that. So it's to do 3,000 stitches a month. Stick to my rotation the way I have a plan to see, you know, if that really is gonna work for me. I'm planning to have at least, I don't know, maybe 10 finishes at the end of the year. Hopefully more, but you know, I want to start with a more low goal, you know, achievable goal. And you know, if I end up with 25 finishes, oh well, I did excellent. But you know, at least 10 finishes, fully finishes, hopefully, and at least 10 ornaments, and at least I would say maybe 6 to 7 of the Mill Hill houses. So that's my goal for 2019, and have the tiny the haunted house, the tiny modern haunted house, have it finished for Halloween. And hopefully the Lady of the Flag, I would say I want to have it finished, not for the 4th of July. I don't think that's going to happen for the 4th of July, but if it does, that would be awesome. But at least for 9/11, I would like to have a half finished by 9/11. That's the goal that I'm giving myself to. So let me write it down here so I could remember. Lady of the Flag by 9/11. And then 6 to 7 mill houses done, 10 ornaments, and 10 finishes. So that is my January. I mean, every month I'll give you how I'm planning, because maybe that rotation didn't work this way, or maybe I want to try something different next month. So that is. But let me give you an update of the not stitching related updates. So I started diamond painting in August also. Yes, in August. So I have 20 diamond paintings in my stash waiting to be started. I have one current whip, which is my dog, which is almost done. I just gotta push myself to do it. And then I have one finish, which was the little Paris, which I have it here. Hold on. I haven't framed it. I have everything to frame it, but I have not framed it. So this is my finish. Ain't that pretty? So that was my finish for 2018. And I end up with one whip, which is my dog, which is all the way over there, so I'm not gonna get up and look for it. And then I have 21 in my stash to be done. I have a few small ones, but then I have like 5 huge ones. So that is my diamond painting status. And then in crochet, I started a project in December, the first week of December, and I finished it within 3 days. And it was some slippers for my daughter. So I have one crochet project done. I don't have no whips. I have a few projects that I want to start next year. So I had that. And my paper crafting, I made 3 layouts, 3 scrapbooking layouts in the year of 2018. Sad. I haven't touched my scrapbooking supply and it's gonna be like 3 years. I mean, 3 layouts in 2018. Sad. So yeah, but that is my crafting recap for my non-stitching items. So we'll see how 2019 would work. I mean, I am loving cross stitching. It is so relaxing. I find it so relaxing, and it's like every night I just want to, at least an hour, half an hour, I want to just sit there, watch some YouTubes and cross stitch. So the cross stitching look promising, and I'm enjoying it. So this is gonna be a lot of more of that. Diamond painting, I love diamond painting. I want to get back to it and finish, you know, the ones that I have, because I want to buy more. But I said that I wasn't gonna buy no more diamond painting until at least I have 3 left to do. And I broke that promise because I went and bought the Christmas one from Michael, but I needed to have that one, so it's okay. And then hopefully my scrapbooking, paper crafting bug come back to me, because I really wanted to come back to me, but I'm not pushing it. You know, if I don't feel it, I don't do it. So that's it. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope the new year brings you a lot of prosperity for you and your family, and you know, stitch all the things and buy all the things and do all the things, because you know, it's a hobby. It's what makes us happy, and I'm down for it. So I'll keep buying what I want when I want, you know, as long as my bills are paid. I could do whatever I want with my money, because I don't have to justify it to nobody. So if I want it, I get it. So yeah, again, I want to wish you all a happy new year. I want to also thank you all for watching my videos and for supporting my channel this past year. Hopefully things will get a lot better and I get more content on it. I have seen that I had lost some subscribers. I am sorry about that, but you know, maybe they're not into cross stitching, and that's what I'm into right now. So you know, I really don't pay attention to that, because to be honest, it doesn't matter to me if I have 3,000 subscribers or if I have 100 subscribers. You know, I'd rather have the people that really watch my video and they enjoy what I put up every day, you know, or whenever I put it up. Because I see that my biggest views were the AliExpress hauls, but I stopped doing those because I'm not gonna keep buying dies that I'm not sure if I'm gonna ever use again, and my channel got in trouble for that. So I'm not continue doing the AliExpress dies haul. So, and I'm just gonna, whatever I buy in AliExpress, if I think that is copyrighted or something, I just would not show it. You know, it's for my own use, so I really don't care. But you know, some people get offended for that, and I'm not here to offend anybody. But again, it's my choice. I always buy from where I want, when I want to. It doesn't matter if it's AliExpress. It doesn't matter if it's from 123. It doesn't matter from where it is. So that's what it is. So anyway, hopefully the new year will be bring you lots of things, lots of crafting stuff, whatever it is that you do, you know, and that you enjoy. If you're a multi-crafter like me, so you know, we get joys on every craft, and I love doing every craft, but not everything could be about hauling, you know. We had to use what we have, because I mean, we cannot shop every time. I mean, we could, but you know, we gotta use what we have. So I see you guys. I'm coming right back for the day 7 of the Stitchmas. So I'll see you guys in that video. But to now, this is my last video for the recap, the 2018 year in review. So again, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye now.